Connor Sullivan, and I go by Chop. The story behind my in-game name, I played Minecraft with a friend in like 2014, and his name was Chop 2001. And then he had then given me that Minecraft account that I used for, years, and the name kind of just stuck. The point that I realized that I could do this competitively was probably around like 2017, 2018. I played Counter-Strike leisurely for years. I've been playing Counter-Strike since 2014. 2017, 2018, I started playing into main and advanced, and by 2020, it was full-blown, this could actually be a career. I joined a team called RBG Esports, and it was just a bunch of young up-and-comers, and then obviously that RBG team wound up becoming EG. We went orgless as Carpe Diem for a little bit, and we were putting up fantastic results, probably top 4, top 5 in the region. Technically, my pro debut was with EG in 2023. At the time, I was 20, turning 21. I was in the thick of college, I still am. That was the one kind of agreement that I made with my parents, that regardless of where my Counter-Strike career was, that I would always pursue a degree and finish my degree, no matter what. It's an extremely competitive space, and not everything can always work out. My mom always used the saying of like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, my parents are definitely supportive. In my free time, I like to work out. I like to go fishing. My dad is an avid fisherman, but right now, my life is really just working out, school, practice, go to sleep pretty much. But I've kind of made my mind up internally that, even when I am graduating with my degree, I'm basically putting Counter-Strike at the forefront until it doesn't seem lucrative anymore. Counter-Strike for me is like the epitome of competition. I'm an extremely competitive person. I want to be the best in my respective positions. To fill the void of like competitiveness, Counter-Strike was like the only game I think of. A saying that Lucid has kind of said to me for, since I initially met him, was become a master of your roles. You can literally always learn new things. You can always be better. I think that puts a fire under my butt and kind of makes me want to grind my hardest every day and climb the ladder, so to speak. My time on Party Astronauts was thrilling, qualifying for 3 lands with Lucid and Wolfie. Obviously that came to a close. My removal from Party Astronauts for me was a blindside. I had some inconsistencies on that team in terms of like individual performance, but at the time, I thought I was kind of playing up to par, or doing what I needed to do, and unfortunately they had chosen to go in a different direction with picking up Fang. It was super disappointing, but those type of moments kind of shape you and kind of build character, and I don't think I'd be where I am if that hadn't happened. My initial thoughts about signing on with Marsborn and Lucid was being back together with Lucid and Wolfie. That aspect, was nothing but excitement. I'd be lying to say I wasn't skeptical at first, because the whole situation seemed too good to be true. But obviously, getting to know everybody, it turned out to be, probably one of the biggest blessings I think I've ever received. Yeah, when Lucid was pitching the team to me, the main people of the roster was already kind of ironed out, being himself, Minus, and Wolfie. Just the idea alone of working with Wolfie and Lucid again was already, enough for me. I was in no matter what, and then kind of seeing the way the roster formed, I was, like, holy crap. This actually is a team, that could climb the ladder and kind of, solidify themselves amongst, the top teams. I do think Marsborn can be good as the teams that I've played on previously. Marsborn has the same qualities, if not better. We're all beyond excited. We're working as hard as we can. And, I genuinely do think that given time that this roster will be competing in international events.